Hello, Brian, and welcome to Moonride, where we're channeling the man in the moon. If you are feeling a lot of stress right now, you need to know that that is completely normal. The universe is shifting very, very rapidly. Things are changing in a dramatic way. If you live in the United States of America, it is like a civil war, right? So understand you are going through these things, and sort of on some level, maybe it will be useful to accept that these things are happening and that you're going to get triggered a lot. My method is to try to watch, for every news story, try to watch something that's productive. There's lots of great videos out there for you to watch about really cool things like shamanism and Buddhism and expansion and consciousness. Of course, I want to endorse all of those readers who you guys know about. Forgive me if I don't mention them all, but I'm afraid I might leave somebody out and have to do another video about it. You know who they are. They're all great. And I'm telling you, the ones that I've met personally, there are just as great as you could possibly imagine. They're all wonderful people out there. I'm also fond of Teal Swan, right? She's extremely controversial, but she is working on things that are a little bit more beyond predicting. They are more about understanding yourself from a spiritual point of view. And that's Tealswan. She's controversial, I'm not necessarily in total agreement with her about, anti-vaxxing and stuff like that. She's not really been clear about that, but I am going there with skeptical point of view. But man, is she smart! I mean, she really has great stuff. You don't have to pick her. You can pick anybody you want. That's great. Just let this time be an opportunity for self-understanding. That way you'll get something out of it. And I know that sounds maybe a little selfish right now, but we need to be a little bit selfish right now and take care of ourselves. On that note, let's just see what universe is going to deliver for us about the future. Remember, we're delivering things about the future. We're trying to get some kind of calm control over what happens because we expect it. All the readers out there have told me, you're not always right, but you're right a lot of times. Let's see what I see. So let's ask the question, Spirit, what's Trump going to do next? If you saw a recent video, I saw this sort of U shape, and I'm seeing it again. And now it's almost like a gas tank that's starting to run empty, right? And it's getting lower and lower until the car's starting to cough. All right. So what does that mean, Spirit? Just everything is a failure. The economy is a failure. The reaction to the virus is a failure. His intent of, changing the date of the election is a failure. Nobody, not even Republicans, are supporting that one. So, it might be good to know that Trump is not getting anywhere. It's going to get worse and worse and worse between now and the election. You'll see Trump really stressed too. That Trump's starting to not be able to manage sentences. That's because he is under so much pressure. He knows what's in store. You'll also notice Trump's not doing many interviews because he can't manage it. He's afraid they'll ask a real question. So I get literally like this. Trump is going to accomplish absolutely nothing. He will try to, like a marionette, to manipulate some things. What's he manipulating? He's manipulating Barr. He's trying to manipulate people underneath him to do things for him, right? So he doesn't get caught. Barr is frantic. Right? So, Spirit, what about the election? Just so you know, viewers, I'm very worried about the coming election. I don't think that Trump will get away with stealing it, but I know there's just going to be a lot of danger around it. I mean, it's sort of inevitable. Okay. So, I don't know if you've ever seen old pictures of Queen Elizabeth I, but she sometimes has this ball that looks like the world and then a cross on top of it, and it's almost like this sort of symbolic thing that she has, that she holds, right? And it's supposed to be like she's the center of the world or something like that. Trump's got one of those things and he's throwing it at me, and it's like he's trying to hit me over the head with a pitch. he's not succeeding because I just ducked. But it's like he's throwing the kitchen sink at it, and it's not really effective. What does that have to do with the election? Oh, it also is, Queen Elizabeth I was, of course, a queen. She was, in a sense, a dictator. So, you know, um, that's what he's trying to get away with. And I'll throw the world at us to get there, but it's just pretty pathetic now. Queen Elizabeth points and laughs. Just let's just put it that way. And I do mean the old Queen Elizabeth with the long red hair. Let's see. Like, are you kidding, man? You couldn't do that. Like, you're not talented at all. Interesting that she shows up and she's just like, say what you want about me. At least I knew what I was doing. And she also said, I like going against me. Let's see. What about the election spirit? Hmm. So there's an interesting sort of gold line that goes along the coast. And it goes along the southern coast all the way around Florida. And it's like a glowing line. And it stops. It goes like kind of halfway down Texas. Maybe I should say it's at the base of the Texas border along Mexico. So I have a feeling like these are places where they'll be able to affect the number of voters. They'll be able to kind of manipulate the results, but it's not all. It's just they're able. It's not the whole country, first of all. So is he going to be able to? Will the Republicans manipulate the vote? Yeah, they will be able to manipulate the vote, but it will be a small slice, right? So it'll be quite narrow what they're able to accomplish with this, and it will not matter as much. Yeah, people won't be able to vote, but it will not change the outcomes very much. It certainly won't change it for Trump. All right, so they might get a few tiny little advantages, some maybe some small positions. How about Spirit? What about the governors? Will he change any governors? I'm getting a no. He won't be able to change the governors. Maybe mayors or something like that. Some small time people. And it's kind of not such a bad thing. I mean, the crazies who are living in those places will at least have some wins, right, to focus on, so they won't be completely nuts. It's almost like it's calming them a little bit that at least in their safe little spot, they have their political leaders on hand. All right. So anything more about the elections? So once again, Spirit, will the elections be altered? Right in the center of the country. Again, it doesn't seem to take over a whole state. I'm not sure if it's Texas. That seems like just above Texas. And it's not the whole state. It's like some portion of the state is shaded. Now I'm kind of getting northern Texas. It's a little bit shaded. So they will increase, but it doesn't seem that it will really make a huge difference. That it's just the wins for Democrats are so obvious, right? Which is going to really save us. So, Spirit, will there be violence? Will there be violence on the elections? There will be attempts at violence. There will be people who are trying to intimidate voters. They're bringing guns. But it looks like someone's stopping them. At least the local police are going out to stop them because it reflects on that state or that city. It's a reflection of them if people aren't able to vote. That's what people are going to see when they watch TV. So one thing I do encourage people to do is if you feel intimidated at this election, you film them. You film what's going on. You call the police. You call the local news networks and let them know that these guys are standing around. They should not. It's against the law. So it's a pretty heavy thing if they're trying to do that. But I don't get that. So Spirit doesn't even get hurt. There's some fighting. There's like fist fighting, and there's like, just fights. But it doesn't seem like anybody's actually harmed. And I mean, I should say shot. It's almost like this guy's pointing a gun at the election polling places, and when he points the gun, somebody stops him at the last moment, or he shoots, but it's only in the air. That's what I see. Spirit, how can people be safe in this election? Vote early. The earlier, the better. You don't want to be the person that's standing in line for hours and hours. So if you can do it first thing in the morning, the minute they open, do it. If you can mail it in, do that. Whatever you can do to avoid standing in the line for a long time, that's what you want to do. So, set your alarm for 6:15, and I will never do this, but just this one time, get up early. Just this one time, get up. It's like the minute you can, and like have it all written out. Know exactly who you're voting for. So you go in there and you're just out of there as fast as you can. You don't want to hang around. There's no reason to hang around. Get in and out as quickly as possible. And you have a duty. If there's something wrong, if something isn't going right, you go talk to the head of that, and you tell them, who is that guy standing there? What are you guys doing? Why are you not doing your job? Why isn't this machine working? I need an answer. And you demand they help you. And be very loud. Say it so everybody can hear it. Hear it. You complaining. They need to know, the people working there, that sure, I'm there to vote. Okay, I'm gonna get this. I keep getting Stacey Abrams. Stacey, you're gonna be the VP choice. You keep showing up. She's going like this. Yeah. Good for you, Stacey. I have to tell you, I don't know that much about her policies, but I just like her. She just looks like a person I'd like to talk to, right? She seems to be there for very good reasons. She doesn't seem so much like a politician. She seems very much like a lady next door. She seems like a good, honest, friendly neighbor, right? And I don't want to say anything bad about the other choices. Obviously you're going to pick a politician for a politician's job. But I think that's the appeal that she has to people, is that she doesn't seem so political. She doesn't seem like some backbencher expert type person in politics. She just seems like a good soul. So Biden, what are you thinking? Are you going to pick her? Why am I seeing Dr. Fauci's face? Is Biden going to pick her? Are you going to tell me, Dr. Fauci, what's going on here? So let's ask Biden one more time. He's thinking about it. I honestly think that he hasn't quite made his decision yet. I think it's a 9 out of 10. That he's pointing going like this. I haven't finally decided this yet. I'm still thinking about this. But there she is again going, yeah, Stacey Abrams, I'm the one. So she anticipates this. I think she's got a really good chance of doing that. All right. So, anything else, Spirit? Okay, I'm getting that's enough for now. Thanks so much for watching.